guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Yvonne from Ginger Chick Rehab. I am so glad to have you checking out what we're up to today. And if you are new and visiting our channel for the first time, this is something I do with my husband, Chris. We take thrift store found items and we make them over here on our channel, and we share the process and the vision with you all of what we do to these items. And we resell these items here locally. We have a couple retail booths in a local antique mall. In today's video, not only are we bringing you a makeover of a dresser, we are actually, the dresser is just part of today's video. We didn't have power 2 weekends in a row. What do you do on a long weekend when you have no power? We do have a generator. We could have some lights, some water, run our refrigerators, make sure that nothing went bad, and watch a DVD. So we are busybodies, so what to do. So I actually we had a plan for this dresser. We knew that we were gonna keep this dresser for ourselves. So the dresser was actually already done before we had lost power. And I actually was going to make a video of just the dresser itself and not even show a room makeover in it, but series of events of other thrifted items that went into our room makeover, and time that we had nothing else to do and I had the paint. So in today's video, I am sharing a room makeover, which is not normally what you see on our channel, but when you lose power, you do what you gotta do. And I wanna bring you guys content, and I hope that you'll find this entertaining and and then for you, my regular viewers, I'd love to see how many of you notice some of the thrift store finds and my thrift store makeovers that are in our bedroom reveal at the end. So stay tuned. So here's a quick little bedroom tour before we get started. Just a simple bedroom, nothing too special. Our bed frame was something I had gotten out of Art Van clearance years ago. That was brass that I painted black. Some matching end tables that weren't matching when I bought them, but I painted them to match. I made the sign, have a few little thrifted decor items, and yep, some black curtains to accent the room. So yep, here is that IKEA dresser. It is a nice dresser, but unfortunately the bottom of the drawers don't hold up, and we have reinforced them, but it still looks nice, and it still is nice. Our bedroom's not one of those bedrooms that you can move your furniture around by any means. So when you get a king size bed in there, it takes up all the space. So as I'm taking the curtains down to check out the new ones that I just thrifted for $4.99 and a curtain rod for $14, that industrial farmhouse looking curtain, I tested that sign over a bed and I absolutely loved it. Was going to move that around, just getting our room to be a little bit bright and airy. But when I moved that over our bed, I'm like, oh, I cheated. Yep, I did. Yep, I'm not perfect, guys. I must have painted around that sign the last time I painted our room and touched it up. And I thought I saved the paint when it came to recycle day. We have one day a year that you can recycle items, and I kept the wrong paint. So I guess you all know what that means. It means I'm going to have to pick out a new paint color for the rooms. And it's funny, Chris doesn't usually say too awful much, but he was like, can we please get rid of the green? As you see, I went from green to green because I got a green bedspread. But, God wink moment, I had thrifted a brand new Target return white quilt for our bed. So when I realized, one, it was $24 or $25, and then that it was king size and it was white, I'm like, oh, get in my cart, please, now. So here's the beautiful dresser that I had thrifted. Look at all those drawers. Some great storage opportunities there. But it was in really good shape. It's a nice, heavy, solid piece. It had all its hardware. It has those cute little keyhole areas. Just absolutely beautiful. I love detail. I love the detail on the bottom of the piece. Just knew painting this white and doing some black hardware would just make all this beautiful detail on this dresser just pop. And a $40 price tag? No, I thought that was you just never know when you go into a Goodwill or a thrift store what an item will be priced. Maybe it was the size they priced it so low, but all the drawers were in working order. It didn't need any water putty, any wood filler, but wow. So since we finally felt like we had our stock ahead, we had furniture pieces ready to go in if something else sold, that since I had thrifted this piece in March and Chris had been dying to get to this piece to bring it into our bedroom, yeah, we're finally at a time where we can redo this piece. So as you see, it had a lot of hardware to be taken off, but well worth it when you get that much storage. To clean the hardware before painting, I just soak it in hot water, Dawn dish soap, just let it soak for a little bit, work off any residue that might be on it. And the funny story about these pieces is, look at, somebody probably did a spray pledge, some kind of make that piece shine, and look at what it left on this hardware. So we actually literally had to go in and scrape all that off. So don't ever think those pieces are clean and ready to be painted. You never know what cleaning products somebody has used on them. Now that I got that all scraped off, and yeah, and now they're nice and dry, going in with some Rust-Oleum Paint and Primer 1 in the flat black to get this hardware all updated. And then after that black is dry, I'll go in and seal them with some Rust-Oleum Clear coat to protect them. It probably seems weird to Chris to not have to actually fix a piece, but this has been sitting around in our workshop for quite a while, so it does need a good cleaning of some Superclean. And you know that it's going to have a lot of polishing build up. Look at what that hardware looked like. Well, and you definitely want this top to take very well, so knowing that it's shiny, knowing that there's some polish buildup, I believe that the Superclean probably got most of it off, but just to be on the safe side, why not give it a nice scuff sanding just to take that shiny off, and just in case there's any residue, especially on the top of this piece, left. For anybody that was wondering what a scuff sanding was, that is just where you're taking the gloss off. You're not taking that finish off, that stain off. You're not trying to get down and expose the raw wood underneath. You're just taking the shiny off with some 220 sandpaper. And now that he produced a lot of sanding dust and he might have reactivated some of that polish, just one more good cleaning of the Superclean to make sure that our paint is going to adhere very well. So if you're a regular to our channel, you know a lot of the times we will paint detailed areas that we want to distress a piece to bring those out in black, but this piece is already dark, so there is no need to do that. So now what he's doing, he's going to be using the Graco sprayer in this, so he's going to be wrapping some plastic and some masking tape to seal in. These drawers are in wonderful shape. So he's using the Graco sprayer for this job. Oh my goodness, this will make this just go so fast. So yep, you see how easily it puts on this white paint. And we're using the Kilz Paint and Primer in 1 in a flat white. We get it right off the shelf at Walmart. We're so blessed that our Walmart's still carrying it, but absolutely love this color of white. As he's getting into painting coat number 2 after the first coat had completely dry, this is actually a nice quick makeover, 1 because you didn't have any fixing to do, and 2 there's no flipping and flopping to get the underneath of anything. So now he lets it completely dry overnight and he's going in and sanding it. And Chris likes to do some 300 sandpaper on the flat edges with the orbital sander, and that just gives it a, oh my gosh, such a smooth feel. You can do this with just hand sanding it, just getting that texture that a sprayer leaves behind. Even the paintbrush kind of leaves a texture. But to get a nice smooth, he has a 300 grit sandpaper on that orbital sander and just going nice and slow until he gets this the smoothness that he's looking for. And then to make all those detail areas, those flat, those corners, all that beautiful detail that you don't see when it was the dark wood and you don't see it as it's all the white. To get those to pop, this is a look that we absolutely love. He takes some 220 sandpaper and now he's going to press hard down on it to make that wood come through and make those details pop. To finish this dresser off, he's going in with some Varathane finishing wax in the clear. This is just going to give it one more level of protection. It's a paint and a primer, so that paint is on there good. And this is just a wipe on, a wipe off any excess. And oh, does he have a lot of hardware to replace onto this dresser. So I'm not sure if you see this as a God wink moment or not. So we wanted to move the dresser into our bedroom, but then we also, of course, I wanted to redecorate the bedroom and can't move the furniture around. So I want to change some of my decor pieces out with some things that I painted and thrifted. And then, you know, of course, there's the I didn't paint the right color on the wall thing. But I don't know if you see this as a God wink moment or not. We are very busy, just newly retired. I have some commitments that I needed to get done. We had a garage sale coming up, and God, there again, have you ever heard, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan? So 2 weekends in a row, we have lost power. So trying to get ready for a garage sale without any power, without air conditioning in hot weather, yuck. So yep, but luckily I'd already bought paint to paint the bedroom. I had to make a trip to Home Depot for some other paint anyway, so I was like, I might as well just pick it up while I'm here. So here it is, no power. We got nothing else to do. We canceled our garage sale for on Saturday because there were some more storms coming through and I was not going to haul stuff in and get wet. I love my stuff way too much to let it get ruined. So there's that. So anyway, yep, gonna go in and paint this room and get it all ready for you guys to see. So as I go around doing all the edging, I don't tape off, guys. I find that to be more of a mess. I just make sure that I get a nice edging brush and take my time. And then Chris is going back through and doing the rolling. And Chris actually picked out the color because he was just like, okay, enough with the green. As you see, I painted green before, then I painted green. And that might have been actually that bedroom's third green, depending on what kind of quilt or comforter I had on the bed. Now, as Chris is rolling it on and I'm edging, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're rolling it on. It's just really doing a one coat coverage. Who does not love a one coat coverage here? But I will definitely have to go back in with the brush and do another edging and look for any areas. But it is look, you can tell the difference from where I brushed it on to where he rolled it on. It definitely is covering very well. So we literally, no power going on, don't really need the lights on to run the generator to do this. So yeah, might as well do it. We had nothing else to do, couldn't be in the workshop using any power tools, had the paint. So I'm taking it as a God wink moment that we could get this done because we had the paint. And so as you saw, we just moved most of the stuff out of the room that we could. Some of the pieces we just couldn't move out very easily. And now I'm on to the last wall, but this is how I do. I just have that nice edging brush. It's just the cheaper edging brush from Home Depot, and I just go very gingerly along any of the molding, any of the baseboards, and just go slowly. That way I don't have to tape off. I always find that tape sometimes will pull excess off, or it'll pull more off, and then I gotta go in and spackle. So you just do whatever works for you. But this is a nice thick paint, and it's going to take a little bit longer to dry probably today because we don't have the air conditioner going. It is hot and humid, but hey, at least we're getting this project done. We can wait for paint to dry because we'll have to leave the house to go travel to find some place to have a lunch. That way we can't cook anything, we can't warm anything up, and who's ever prepared with your refrigerator food that knows that you need a picnic lunch? Now, we are blessed. We do own a generator. It's enough to turn lights on. It's enough to... We live in the country, so you need a generator to run your well, so you have water, we can shower, and we can keep our refrigerator and our freezer going. That's not going to be a loss. And then we can watch a DVD at night if we can remember how to work the DVD player, because we're always watching YouTube, guys. So basically, yeah. So at least we have that, but we will take it as it comes. So I did share some pictures of the storm damage in our garage sale video, and so I can link that down below if you want to check that out. It's a little traumatic to keep showing pictures of damage. But if you want to pop over and see the damage and you didn't already see that video, I can share it down in my description below. But yeah, so we're just going to make this a nice calm video of painting our room. Yeah, with no power. But I don't know, what else would you all have done if you had all the products and you're just sitting around the house twiddling your thumbs? We are, if you watch our channel, we are busybodies. We're not book readers. Actually, Chris listens to books on tape, but I'm just a busybody. So, yep, I can't believe that he went along with me going, yep, well, we might as well paint. So was that satisfying to watch or what? I was just mesmerized by every time Chris would cover up the green with the gray color. I was just like, oh, it's almost there. It's almost gone. I liked the green color myself. I didn't know he didn't really like the green color, or he was tired that for 20 some years that we lived in this house and I've always painted the bedroom green. So I guess it was time for a change. Oh, I didn't get video of the curtain rod or the curtains because I didn't really think it was going to be this was going to be a video. So, yep, I thrifted those curtains for $4.99. I like the bright and airy of it all. They're supposed to be room darkening. I'm not really sure because they're not lined. But, and that curtain rod, though it was a bronzy color, we painted it black to match our bed, which was actually an Art Van brass bed years ago, decades ago, that I had spray painted black. So I'm pretty sure that Peach is saying, hey, get my bed back made. That corner of that bed is where I do my 22 hours of sleeping, so I really need to get his bed back made. So, oh, do I already love the dresser in the room. It's actually a little bit taller and a little bit wider than what the IKEA dresser is. But wow, that black hardware really goes with the black that I painted our bed. And I just love how it distressed and it just pops out all those features. Okay, what did you think of, oh my gosh, that dresser was perfect. It was a perfect fit. Minimal work, which is not usually the Ginger Chick way. We always have something that's needy. Even when people say it's not needy, it's needy. So super excited to have a new piece of furniture. Who isn't? Who isn't happy to have something new? Even if it's used, it's still new, it's newly redone. So, and having just a room makeover, even your bedroom is just a happy little place. It's our sanctuary. You want to make it happy. And if Chris was tired of me constantly picking out green, Yeah, I probably did. But it always matched our bedspread. So there you go. You'll have that. And so, yeah, there's no problem, you know. So yeah, that color they picked, I absolutely loved it. It just is just a nice calming color. And Peach seemed to like the new bedding. So, you know, it's all about the cat. So I hope you have enjoyed today's video. It's a little off content for us, but yeah, you never know. Hey, I'm retired. Maybe if you guys liked kind of stuff like this, maybe I'll do it a little bit more. So thanks for watching today's video, guys, and I hope I have inspired you in any way. And if you are part of our YouTube family, thank you so much for your kind compliments, your thumbs up. Just lets YouTube know that you like this kind of content, and they'll keep recommending us. And if you're checking out our content the first time and you liked and you enjoyed, please hit that subscription button along with the notification bell so you know when we've uploaded a new video. And we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.